Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this video. Welcome to September at a glance. I'm so excited to be talking a little bit about this Virgo season, what's going to be coming up, and what energies we can expect from our beautiful friends and family, the cosmic energy that's going to be helping us on our ascension path, right? It's always a joy to do these videos because we get to kind of have a bit of a sneak peek, not too much where we get the surprises spoiled for us, but a little bit of a sneak peek so that we can kind of navigate and understand the energies that are coming around us, flowing around us, and how we can then clear on blocks that we may have, heal, and further align deeper into our soul mission. So without further ado, let's get started. So the 21st, 22nd, right, of August, the sun moved from that fiery, passionate Leo sign where we received all those light codes, all that Lionsgate energy, that alignment with Sirius, that soul path initiation that we all went through. And we went through that gorgeous space and time, and then we moved into the Virgo sun, right? The sun moved into Virgo around the 21st, 22nd of August, and it's going to be there until 21st, 22nd of September, before it goes into Libra. Now, that Virgo energy is that beautiful, it's like that divine mother energy. It's very nurturing, it's very self-care, it's very grounded. It's kind of like the seeds are planted and you let them blossom and grow, right? This is about self-care, self-worth, self-value. The space and time is very much about, you know, service as well to others, but higher service, not obligatory service, but kind of that wonderful divine perfection and that wonderful flow, that beautiful kind of give and take in the most beautiful way. As we give, we receive, kind of that energy comes through from the Virgo sun, and it's a wonderful one to really feel into. We also have at the start of the month, on the 6th of September, so Monday the 6th or the 7th, depending on where in the world you are, we have a new moon in Virgo. So once again, new moons, so incredible. The sun kind of influences and governs how we appear, our ego, you know, that kind of energy, like how we outwardly are. And the moon represents our emotional field, right? So the moon represents and influences and shows us, mirrors back to us what's going on in our emotional fields, right? So when we have a new moon in Virgo, the new moon is all about planting the seeds. We've cleared the blocks in the waning moon just before it. We've cleared blocks, we've released baggage, we've healed things that we didn't even know needed healing. And then we get to the new moon and we go, these desires, these things that I want and I crave, I'm going to plant them, I'm going to manifest them, I'm going to anchor them deep into the earth, and I'm going to nurture them and let them grow, right? But what's even more powerful is on the new moon, so on Monday evening, to support everyone that is doing this active work, that is feeling called to this, myself and a gorgeous high priestess, Melissa Virtue, is going to be running, we're co-hosting a Priestess of the Golden Age call. It's the first in a series, and this one is about igniting that feminine energy within you. It's going to be so powerful. There's key codes, activations, there's so many things that words just can't describe in this space of time that I have, the energy I hope you are feeling from me. If it resonates to you, do check the link that will be either in this email, if you're watching this on the email as a subscriber, or in the description box below if you're watching this when this comes out on YouTube. But the link will be in there for you to sign up and register. It's so powerful, and we are both so excited for what the goddess, what the beautiful divine feminine has brought through to both of us to deliver through. So always such an honor. Moving through past that first week of September, though, we then move into the next key date to note is the 9th of September, where we have Scorpio where we have Venus moving into Scorpio, right? So Venus is that planet of love, right? It's how we want to kind of give and receive love and connect with one another. Now, Scorpio is a very deep sign. It's a very intimate sign. It's a very kind of intense sign, it can be. But what's really interesting is that on the 14th of September, we have Mars moving into Libra. So if you see Venus as the divine feminine and you see Mars as the divine masculine, they're both in each other's signs, right? They're both kind of in each other's signs here. So what that means is it's going to actually open up, and they're going to dance together in a really beautiful way, allowing us to really see from other people's perspectives, allowing compassion to come through. I don't think it's going to be as maybe as dramatic as what it could seem. it's quite a nice flow that may become apparent around the mid-month, right? And the wonderful thing about Libra, and we also have Mercury in Libra as well. Mercury's been in Libra from the 30th of August and will be until the 5th of November, which is really long for Mercury, which governs how we speak, how we communicate, technology, how we work. So with all this Libran influence for Mars and Mercury, it's actually very, very important, because the Libra brings the balance of the scales of the understanding and the diplomacy, and it's that air sign, and the words, and they flow, and they we weigh our words a little bit more, and we we have an idea and we go for it. So the way that those three wonderful planets around us are going to be kind of dancing together, Mercury influencing our balanced communication, right? Influencing our diplomacy and the way that we're utilizing words. Then Venus in Scorpio, seeing the depths of things that maybe haven't been seen before from the 9th onwards. And then Mars in Libra. So Mars is that kind of action planet. It's that action energy coming forward. And for that sign, for that planet to be in Libra as well, it's kind of like, the idea, there's like an idea that appears, and then we want to take action for it, but it's very balanced, very justice based, right? So there could very well be a lot of compassion, a lot of kind of understanding, a lot of meeting of the ways, and coming through around that part of the month. Now, what's also really interesting is then we get to 3 parts into September, we get to around the 20th, 21st, 22nd. Now we've got a lot of stuff happening there as well. We have the full moon in Pisces on the 20th or 21st, depends on where you are in the world, right? But that Pisces is that dreamy energy, is that, and full moon is about completion. It's kind of like you harvest the fruits of your labor from whatever you planted in the new moon, right? Which is why it's going to be such a powerful new moon, right? So whatever you're planting in the new moon on the 6th, 7th, 2 weeks later, we get to harvest that abundance. But not only do we get to harvest that abundance just in the regular cycle of the moon, which is already very powerful for manifesting, right? For healing, clearing, manifesting, and bringing things into fruition. But also we have the equinox, right? On the 21st. Now, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, that is the autumn equinox, right? And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you have the spring equinox, and regardless as to where you are, that's equal day, equal night, right? Equal day, equal night. So things are going to be seen and unseen. There's going to be that energy of balance again coming through. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere specifically, that autumn is very much, once again, that harvest time. So to have a full moon where we want to harvest and bring in the abundance of everything that we've been doing for the past 2 weeks since the new moon, we've also got that added influence of it being the autumn equinox, which is going to be incredibly powerful to kind of stagger together like that. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, then spring equinox is that new beginnings once again. So you've got that wonderful energy of how we can really start something very, very powerful, and kind of pair it with the moon phase as well. And then of course the sun moves into Libra, once again bringing more of that balance, more of that diplomacy, more of that kind of coordination as well, is a good word for Libra. Bringing a lot of that energy in with the sun, with the outer appearances of everyone, because once again the moon is the inner appearances, the inner workings, and the sun the outer, right? So by the end of that September month, the shift is going to feel, it's going to be really beautiful. I think this month it feels very much like it's going to continue to flow, but it's going to be a little bit kind of inwards in the sense of understanding, right? There's going to be a lot of understanding, and there will be more calls through the month by myself, maybe in collaboration with other really beautiful beings, who knows. But the one that we're focused on right now is the one on the 6th, so do be sure to check that out and feel into it and see if it's for you. Then oh gosh, we'd love to see you there. Mercury goes into retrograde at the end of September, right? The 27th. Yeah, 27th until the 18th. So the week before the 27th of September, we have what we call kind of like the shadow phase of a retrograde. Retrogrades are incredible. They are here to help us go inwards, and to look inwards, to understand deeper. So Mercury still being in that sign of Libra, and when a planet goes retrograde, what that means is it appears to us like it's going backwards through the signs. So that's why it's staying in Libra for a really long time. But Mercury in retrograde gives us that opportunity to really look within and kind of look at what's working, what's not working, how we want to communicate, how we want to connect, you know, kind of just really understanding and harmonizing any kind of wounding or imbalancing that we may have had from how people have communicated, how we've put ourselves out there, how we've worked, things like that. Generally speaking, we always say that, you know, it's not really the best time to start a contract in a Mercury retrograde, but it is a great time to complete something. Mercury retrogrades are always wonderful for completing something, right? So if you've started something now, August, September, before Mercury retrograde arrives, then that is a time to finish it, because you'll be guided to go within and to really find what you need to write it, to complete it, to close that down, you know, in a really beautiful proficient way. There's a lot of energy coming through. It's a really, really, really powerful month. I always find September very powerful because, you know, you have the numerology of it as well, right? That 9, and the 9 is 1 before the 10, which is completion. So 9 is like that last step, that last hurdle, right, before you completely complete before you completely finish something that you've been working on for a long time. So September always brings that, regardless as to where you are in the world. September always brings that completion energy and kind of that last little kind of nudge to get over that last barrier, to break it down, to break through. It's a breakthrough month, right? I am going to pull a couple of cards here as well to just to have a little look whatever the dragons that archangels, and I'm going to pull a Magdalene card as well to see what the goddesses want to bring through for this month. But let's just have a little look see. And you know, it's a great time as well. If you're not yet in my Facebook group, the Isis Dream Temple, please feel very welcome to join that space and to follow me on social media platforms, because there's more chance of seeing me for a live card reading or anything like that. September is actually a great month for doing a lot of soul retrieval, a lot of quantum healing, things like that, because it is that that last bit before you complete something. It's that last breakthrough point. So if that calls to you, please feel very welcome to reach out. I do offer guidance sessions. I offer past life sessions, quantum healing, soul retrieval, cellular rewrites, right? You know, going in and clearing karma in your Akashic records and bringing in mastery from the halls of the Mental, right? You might not know what any of those words mean, or it might just sound really fascinating and really intriguing and you want to learn more. Please check out my website, right? They're all on there. And when you're in my Facebook group, you also get to see the little kind of one-off sessions that that I offer as well. So let's have a look at what the dragons, whoa, hello, want to say. Straight out Archangel Gabriel's dragon. So Archangel Gabriel is very, very active right now. They are bringing through all this purification energy, and once again, you know, Gabriel is that bright white crystal diamond light, right? Archangel of communication, which is great because, you know, we've already spoken about Mercury, we've spoken about the Libran influences in this Virgo season. You know, the purification of Virgo as well, right? Purifying the body. And, you know, purifying is that kind of the absorption of more light. That's what that means. It means integrating shadow and light, you know, self-discipline. This is going to be a month of self-discipline, the dragons are saying. So be sure to call upon Archangel Gabriel's dragon. If you need help with a situation, a dynamic, a person, work, home, anything, you know, this dragon speeds up ascension. So it's going to be a month where we will be so supported, but the light that is going to come in is going to still continue to increase through this month, because there is a speed up of the ascension process. So in order for people to kind of ascend, in order for people to wake up, for the veil to be removed here, there has to be a shaking up, right? There has to be a shaking up, but where are we focusing? Right? Are we getting distracted by the division? Are we getting distracted by the games, by the chatter, right? Or are we focusing? Are we concentrating, right? Are we anchoring in our light, focusing on our light and letting that radiate out, right? Because when it radiates out, it magnetizes the same thing back in, right? It is a big month of shift and change. It is. But the focus is bringing it back in within us first. right? September focus, bring it back within us. Let's have a look at which archangel wishes to come out to support us as well in this process. I have guardian angel on the bottom of the deck here. So guardian angel is saying you call upon them, right? Call upon guardian angel. Open your heart to them. They are with you all day, every day. They have been since you've been born. They are your best friend. They love you so unconditionally. They have your higher soul contracts as well. They have privy to that and they help guide you. So ask them for help if you are trying to figure out where to go. And if you struggle connecting with guardian angel, book a guidance session, right? Book a guidance session. And we'll bring through the messages that need to come through for you. Let's see which archangel wishes to speak up here. And of course we have Lady Gaia. Of course we do. You know, what's really interesting is Tim Wilde is actually doing a wonderful call on the 14th with Lady Gaia. I did a meditation with Lady Gaia and Archangel Rokiel a few days ago in the Archangel series I'm running on my Facebook page, where we met Lady Gaia, right, the angel of the earth. And that was very, very powerful for everyone that has watched that and has commented. Thank you so much. But yeah, Lady Gaia, she's coming through and she is very Virgo. That is this Virgo energy again, right? But you know, she reminds us that we are loved, we are welcome, we are grounded here. Your challenges are lessons. So you may find that challenges are coming up in September, but they are coming up because you can clear them, you can heal them, you can succeed through them. You already have at a future point in time, but we just have to kind of bridge the gap in between. But yeah, Tim's doing a gorgeous call on the 14th that I would recommend working with the Seraphim and Lady Gaia. So that's probably going to be very, very powerful, especially because Mars will have moved into Libra at that point as well. So do call upon Lady Gaia, connect with her because she also, you know, she is the one, she's the angel of this earth that invited our souls, our higher selves to be here, right? To take physical form, to help with this ascension process. So it is a big month for ascension. And then finally, let's bring a Magdalene card through. It's the best guidance from the Magdalenes here for this September month for everyone watching this video. The secret. When I see this card, it reminds me of the mysteries, the feminine mysteries. So for anyone that is new to what I do, I actually help people remember their mastery. I help people remember the sacred feminine mysteries, right? The mysteries of Isis-Osiris, which aren't just from this planet, right? You know, pre-Atlantean times, things like that. A lot of those mysteries are going to be coming through. A big jump shifts in abilities as well. I know many people that kind of already are tapping into telepathy and things like that, that's starting to learn things like telekinesis, right? Pyrokinesis, you know, things like that. I know I was saying to a friend the other day, it was like my telepathy has increased massively because I'm like, everything is very loud. I can hear a lot of what's being said without being said. And you know, if this is in August when this is getting recorded, imagine what September is going to be like, right? So there's a lot of these mysteries that are coming in. This is a world of cycles, of seasons, right? Birth, death, rebirth, birth, death, rebirth, right? And everything is that initiation. We are on a mystery schools. This planet is a mystery schools, and it's the most interesting one that we've been on, right? Because of the free will, because of the physicality of it all, because of the choices we've made, right? And this card here is to remind us that, you know, our point of attraction is everything. We create our own reality. We're going to realize that more than ever this month. And that is going to be the most powerful revelation you'll have when you recognize that you are the divine, you are the God that creates, right? That's all within you, right? You're going to understand that. We're all going to understand that on such a deeper level. So I'm going to wrap this reading up right now. I'm going to wrap this month at a glance up. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for commenting, liking, sharing, for reaching out. And it's a joy. However you connect with me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I do hope to see you on Monday the 6th. And until then, I'll likely see you in my Facebook group on a live card reading or in a one-to-one. So sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful September and happy solar returns, Virgos. Mwah, all my love. Bye for now.